It is the start of the season here at Paultons Park. That's it, opening day. It's going to be an opening day update for you. It starts with this. They've actually painted this. I have to say, some of the updates they've done, I didn't think they necessarily needed to do, but they do it because they care about presentation and they're a cut above everyone else. That's basically it. So we're going to head inside the park now, pick up some of the things that obviously they've done update videos on, and indeed as well see if we can see anything else. But welcome to Paultons Park. This is the first day of the 2026 season. Oh my God, I can't believe it. We're here. Valgard, which is over there, of course, is going to open in 2026. But in this video, we want to show you some of the upgrades they make around the park. A lot of them have been highlighted by them. I'm going to see if there's anything else I can spot as I walk around. It's very difficult here to do that because the park is nigh on perfect, to be honest with you. But there were a couple of things we saw last year and did highlight in one video, and also the gardens video as well when we go over that side. Just a couple of things, but they've been done. And we'll start with the Tornado Spring sign. Look at that. It'd been sun faded over the last year to the point, actually that one you couldn't really read, but look, it's just attention to detail. Now bear in mind, the park's only been closed 6 weeks. It's quite staggering how much they achieve in that time. Of course, while we're here, rides are jet washed during the closed season, would you believe? And the Storm Chaser has indeed been jet washed, but look how good the signs look. A little bit of a mini refresh for Tornado Springs, which for me is still the best themed area we have in the country. Whether or not that changes with Valgard, we'll wait and see. The signs do look fantastic, refreshed. I'm not entirely sure either that they were blue on the back. I can't confirm or deny that, I won't lie. But they look different, they definitely look different. We want to go into Peppa Pig World because there are a couple of Peppa Pig developments, if you will, some bits they've done. Obviously, you know, they've painted it this year. Again, it's always looking so good, it's really hard to tell sometimes when they painted it, but that's just dedication which they have here. And indeed the Storm Chaser sign's been done as well. I've actually been on Storm Chaser already. Again, I wouldn't have noticed. It wasn't, you know, for me it wasn't that bad, but maybe that's just because, you know, we're used to some other parks that maybe let it deteriorate, where Paultons don't. Paultons are right on it, and it's fantastic to see. Park's looking really fresh from walking through. The Storm Chaser sign has been refreshed. I can't say I don't think I'd have noticed because I thought it looked pristine as it was. But it has been refreshed. And actually as well, something they did point out, and I probably wouldn't have noticed this, is a lot of metal posts have gone in replacing the wooden ones around the whole of Tornado Springs. Again, 6 weeks they've been closed, that's it. And all the posts have been replaced around all of the rides, which is quite staggering. When you think about it, it is. Now, trekking tractors, we noticed on the garden tour that some of the beavers were peeling paint. I mean, that's kind of how, you know, it's kind of in detail that you have to go to find anything. They've all been painted, everything's been painted. The park is looking absolutely brilliant. So we're gonna head into Peppa Pig World. Obviously, we will be careful in Peppa Pig World for the obvious reasons. You know, we want to show you the updates at the same time to respect the families that are enjoying their day. But there are a couple of big things that have happened in here. There is a brand new model featuring baby Evie here in Peppa Pig World already. And there's already been a lot of people having pictures with it, so I'm not gonna stand here too long, obviously, because it is the children's area, but the whole area looks so fresh, it's unbelievable. I never really show too much of the penguins. Right, so Peppa Pig World there as well. It was only announced yesterday that George has a partial hearing problem and will require a hearing aid. And I said this morning, there's no way that Paultons will have implemented that yet. Of course they're in the know, so actually they have implemented it already. That is how up to date they are, and that is how much they look after kind of the Peppa Pig world, in honesty. The area looks fantastic. It's all been refreshed. I think it's refreshed twice a year. You know, everything, it just looks amazing. It really does look amazing. I'm not going to film too much on there for obvious reasons. Just have faith, it's amazing. But it's great to see the new Evie model there, and of course, the updates to Peppa Pig World. Again, on our way past, we will point out that the signage has been updated. It was still saying Cobra beforehand, that's now gone. There's actually a little space at the bottom on if that will say Valgard, probably. Just on our way past, so we'll point out as well, the Ghostly Manor cue board sign wasn't working on the final couple of days of the season. That is now fixed as well, but we do want to go and have a look at the bird enclosure, which isn't quite ready yet, but it's coming along really nicely. Work on this started back in October, and it wasn't the latest video that Paultons Park did. Basically, it's been stripped back to nothing. It's an aging cage and required a complete rebuild, which is what is happening at the moment. So completely back to scratch, completely started again, and that work is ongoing for the bird cage. It'd be great to see us back as well. I think that's where the redbirds were. They were lovely to see these as you kind of walked over. Now, I'm definitely in no doubt, I think, here that when I walk around Chessington, for instance, you can really notice when something's changed because you don't expect it to. Where here, I really need to familiarise myself a little bit more with some of the things that change throughout the year, and I will do as well. I'll pick up stupid things. I'll start picking up stupid things like I do at the Merlin parks. It's really hard because it just always looks incredible. Splash Lagoon is still undergoing its annual maintenance. They are putting a camera on it as well. I have to say, I probably wouldn't have noticed from the post until the camera went on. I don't know if they've done any painting here, but again, this looks really fresh. Like, it's gleaming at the moment. Obviously, the boats aren't in quite yet. They're all lined up there, ready to go back on when the ride reopens in March. But of course, we are in dinosaur area. Dinosaurs seem to be a hot topic at the moment. The park have installed a selection of new dinosaurs around the area. Now, I want to tell you I know exactly which ones are new, but I'd be lying. I know this one is, in fairness. In fairness, I know this one is. But there is a T-Rex down there, and he looks cool. He looks really good for the video, so I'm going to go around and find him first and see if I spot any others along the way. What I like as well is they're also animatronic ones, not static dinosaurs. Animatronic dinosaurs. And here is the T-Rex one. Look at this. Again, it's not static. It's a full-on model. It just looks fantastic. It really does, up close. Oh, even the size of it is something else. And he's got a few motions as he moves across. It's the little things sometimes, isn't it? It really is the little things that make parks, and this is right up there with, you know, there's people standing here taking photos of it. I just love it. I just think it's absolutely brilliant. Even the tail moves. Okay, dinosaur hunting has finished as we kind of end our update here from Paultons Park. Obviously, there's a lot going on over in Valgard as well. Now, you can hear in the background the new soundtrack to The Lost Kingdom. 10th year anniversary of The Lost Kingdom, unbelievably, and it's got a new soundtrack. I have to say, I wasn't massively keen on the last soundtrack. It did sound a little Jurassic Parky, where this is really fresh and upbeat. I appreciate I'm focusing on the speaker here. Hopefully you can hear it all right in the background, and hopefully Paultons put it up on Spotify as well so people can have a good listen to it. It's just staggering that the park's only been closed 6 weeks. And we've got brand new models that have come in. We've had landscaping done, we've had painting done, we've had signs refreshed, we've had metal posts go into the ground. Just so much has happened in a 6-week period. Just unbelievable, it really is unbelievable. But Paultons Park is back open for 2026. Make sure you get down here. And of course, if you want to see what's going on Valgard, that was on a previous video.